Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. XRP continues to be in this sideways consolidation pattern here. We are still tracking a potential Elliott wave triangle. It's going to be quite interesting to see how the market will react up here because now we are approaching serious resistance. And we want to talk about that in this video. Let me actually remove those trend lines. We don't really need those really. Even though actually, see the price is holding just below that trend line here. Or maybe we'll leave it on the chart. At the moment, the price obviously shot up from our support zone here, which I will remove now from the chart because I want to keep the chart clean, so we don't need that one anymore. So we had a great performance here to the upside. It's only a three-wave move up so far. Current thesis is that this here could be an A, B, C structure, which is a corrective rally from a corrective base, and it could still form one more high. And it would be a 4-5 pattern. So if this is an ABC, C waves are 5-wave movements. We have a wave 1, we have a wave 2, a wave 3, wave 4, maybe outstanding, and then one more high in wave 5. This would be ideal. And then we come to a true decision point because if this really is a triangle pattern, as we said, at least that's what I'm tracking right now, then the price should ideally stay below that $2 level. So in this triangle pattern, we are tracking an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, and an E wave, which would form a higher low, and from there we can go higher. Triangles can of course break to the downside, but let's deal with that question when we finally start that. Well, when should we start that pullback? So that's a question we have to solve down here. At the moment, the thesis is that there is at least a risk that after one more higher low and one more higher high, we could approach a more substantial top. Now, if we break above $2, the question is what comes then? Maybe a bit too early to really deal with that question right now. I mean, the idea is that this could all be some kind of a diagonal pattern, right? I mean, that is a possibility that that the wave count overall is correct, but it's not a triangle that's unfolding here, but indeed the wave 4 bottomed here in 2020. And that we set up for higher prices in a diagonal. I mean, that would be my escalation scenario. In this case, the fifth wave has to be an ABC structure, and this here would be an A wave. This pullback into the 22 lows is a B wave, and we're now moving up in a C wave, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's reasonable. That's absolutely reasonable, but I need a break above the $2 mark to confirm that further, right? I mean, should we put it onto the long-term chart? Maybe, right? Maybe. But again, would it make a difference? I mean, not really. I just want to highlight, okay, if the wave 4 already bottomed there, here, and maybe we'll highlight that in, I don't know, purple, okay, then we could be in the fifth wave already. It's just something to be very much aware of. And then I want to sketch it. It would be an ABC structure to the upside. So A wave, B wave, and this C wave is unfolding right now. It would all go in the same direction. And bullish scenarios are unfolding as long as we are holding above the November low. Now it's time to take a look at the smaller time frame. I'm not sure if I actually adjusted this already. I did that on the long-term chart. But looking at the smaller time frame allows us to identify micro support, microstructures. Yeah, I think it's pretty much here up to date. All I need to do is probably to just I don't even slightly adjust micro support. I mean, this is on the smaller time frame. Micro support is currently located between 78 cents and $1. That is in case we get one more 4-5 pattern just on the micro level, which means I don't have any signal for any kind of a top as long as we're holding above 78.5 cents. That is quite far away, but that is because we have these crazy upside extensions. And the further we extend, the further we are moving away from support, right, in percent basically. So overall, looking for higher prices still, but there is this true potential for a 4-5 pattern before we start the next pullback, yeah? In the very short term, going to the 1 hour chart, you can see that we have a 3-wave pullback. I mean, you might recognize that this is a 3-wave move down, which possibly, I mean, if we are truly in that 4th wave, I mean, that is something I'm considering A, B, C. kind of makes sense, or even a sideways triangle. That means we could test this support area actually, which is located between 78 cents and $1, with additional support at 87 cents. Do we need to fill in this pattern? No, it's more like, as long as we're holding above 78, there's no signal that any kind of a top is in place. Need a bit more structure here to see what's unfolding, but it could be a B wave that's now playing out. And overall, still looking for higher prices as I just showed you. That's the update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.